Leon, and I want to redefine or expand on the word prayer. I realize that within my life, prayer, I have aligned the word prayer within and as communicating to a higher force or a higher being or a higher deity to give me what I wanted and needed within my life, such as, for instance, health, life, health, and strength. Basically, life from the perspective of extending or keeping my life within and as health, stable, and secure. Because if you're healthy, you have life, right? That is what I come to define life and health as. If you have a long life, that means you have good health. And if you have good health, then you can have a long life. And strength is also defined within and as the words life, health, and strength. Because if you're strong, it means you're healthy. And if you're healthy, then you have a good life, or then can have or more chances of having a long life. And, if you have a long life, that means that, you have strength just to be able to move around within life from the perspective of being able to do tasks effectively. And so that is how I define, or that is what I pray for, rather. In general, I pray for life, I pray for health, and I pray for strength. And I pray to a God figure to give me that life, that health, and that strength. To define prayer, I'd like to define prayer from the perspective that prayer can be used in an effective way, in an effective manner, a way that I can actually walk and live and apply effective change, where that change stands as a permanent change instead of a change that is simply or only temporary, such as gifts, which is temporary, stuff like that, or health, which is also temporary because our lives are also temporary, but something that is in fact permanent, not for only myself, but for everyone, and that is within and as praying for, if you will, praying for a life where I am able to walk change within and as being and expressing myself as a person of integrity, a person that is able to live a life of integrity and being able to pass that integrity on to other individuals that seek the same purpose within their unconscious mind, if you will, or unconscious perspective of themselves, because we might not be aware or have an awareness of integrity, but we might have like an underlying like signature that, you know, that I want to change. You know, I want to do something within my life that I am able to change and be effective at it, you know, and to where I can teach others the principle of change. But it's not really a teaching. It's not only a teaching, because then if we get stuck within knowledge and information, then there can be no practical or effective change physically. Thus, prayer can be redefined as being able to declare, you know, that we will change, or being able to declare change, being able to declare change and live that declaration. Because when we declare change, that is like a self-directive point, or self-directive point that we're actually directing ourselves within the words of prayer, if you will, that we are directing this point within our lives into and as becoming or being the change, you know, that we want to see within ourselves, basically. And so that declaration, for instance, is within declaring that we're going to stop, you know, existing within desire, or existing within some sort of emotion, or some sort of imagination, or some sort of reaction within ourselves that we are in fact manifesting, you know, within our minds, that became a behavioral element within our lives. And so, through that declaration, it's like that declaration is partially a point of correction, that, and within that partial point of correction, we're able to apply that declaration as the words that we are speaking, or that we are praying, into physical manifestation, into physical reality. What would those words of declaration be? It would be, in fact, releasing ourselves from desire, or releasing ourselves from a particular reaction within ourselves that we have allowed ourselves to be and become. The declaration as a point of releasing ourselves, you know, for instance, I'm going to release myself, or I am releasing myself, or rather, here's a better one. I release myself from this particular reaction. Also, if you have a look at forgiveness, in the dictionary, the word forgive, there is a synonym for forgiveness, which is, well, actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually go into the dictionary, and I'm going to look at all these synonyms for the word forgiveness. Forgive. Oh, let's just do forgive. To give up. There you go. And let's see, synonyms. To give up. To grant relief, you know. Excuse me. Okay, so to give up is to grant relief, to cease. Okay? And so forgiveness would be like a point of release. Because also when I was Christian, I did a lot of forgivenesses. I ask God for forgiveness, but if I am able to apply forgiveness in such a way as a point of releasing myself from particular specific reactions and all of the things within my life that that has influenced me from being able to walk a life or express a life of integrity, I am able to forgive that. I release myself from this particular specific point. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to exist within and participate within desire. Something as simple as that, and I can make it specific, but in general, I am able to release myself. I'm able to forgive myself for allowing myself to be and become submissive, subjugated, enslaved to reactions such as desire, reactions whether it's negative or positive. If something else outside of me, or that I define as separate from me, is able to influence me in any way, regardless of whether it's positive or negative, then I know that I am not directing myself, that something else is directing me, and I am able to direct myself in every moment through simply, walking the point of correction or direction, and I can redefine prayer as a point or words that we speak that become declarations, or that are declarations that we speak as a point of releasing ourselves from particular specific reactions, different reactions such as desire and anger and procrastination and sadness and all of that. Declarations that we make within ourselves, to ourselves, that we are giving up on continuing to be submissive or subjugated or enslaved to this particular specific emotion or feeling, and within that, we're able to also declare that we're going to commit ourselves, that I am going to commit myself, that I commit myself to stop, to stop existing within this particular specific point, within this construct that I have become possessed by within my world in reality. All right. Thank you.